Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Atomos Tarot, and today's question being asked is, should you stay or leave this connection? So we have three piles to choose from. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And whichever one you feel most drawn to, you can scroll down to the description and pick that pile with the timestamp. We're first going to get a vibe check of your person to see if it is the right pile for you. Otherwise, you might need to pick another pile. And then we're going to get if you stay in the connection, what will happen, and if you leave, what will happen. And then you can decide whether or not you want to stay or leave. And then we're going to get some channeled love messages as well as advice for you. So if that sounds like something you're interested in hearing, we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Hi there, pile 1. You picked the Green Aventurine and Tarot of the Divine. So before we get into the tarot cards, I do want to get a vibe check of your person, and I've shuffled some oracle cards here. So yeah, we'll see what your person is like, and if this sounds like your person, then this is your pile. Otherwise, you might need to pick a different pile. Okay, so first we have the Elk. This is, I believe, Earth sign, and that would be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And then we have figure 3, Hyssop, cleansing and sacrifice. And then you also got an extra card, which is figure 2, lavender, devotion and distrust. I'm noticing that this already kind of looks like the antlers here. And then we also got surface. Okay, let's do this. And then we also have the 5 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Okay. First of all, I'm getting that your person doesn't let many people get close to them very often. I think it takes a lot to get into their inner circle. I think it takes a lot for them to feel safe to trust people. However, when they do trust someone and they are like in their inner circle, like they are so devoted and so there. So I think maybe you were feeling frustrated that like you're just like, okay, why is this person not letting me in? I feel like I've only have like a surface connection with them, like they're not letting me get in deeper, like we're only coasting right now. And I think it's because your person is a really defensive person in terms of like how many people they can trust. Figure 2 and 3, these are very like small numbers, like because the deck goes up to like 30 or 40. And it makes me feel like they're just starting to either trust you or they're just starting to like let people in again. With the Elk here, like you'll notice like their antlers and stuff is like basically on fire, and I think they're used to putting a defense up all the time. And like they seem like they would you could get close to them, but like these antlers are a lot more scarier than you first assume. I'm also being drawn to this lotus flower. I think you personally know that this person has deeper feelings for you, but they're just not letting you in. They like have a really big defense up. I think they've been hurt a lot in the past before, and that makes them like be too shy to reach out. And even here with this card, like it's basically a deer. It's also like in the same family. And maybe they want something like a partner and like some counter part to them, but I think part of them is also just like, no, I don't need anybody, and they kind of see a want of a relationship to be a weakness of some sort. I think, yeah, they sacrifice a lot for the people around them, and I think, yeah, like when they are in a relationship, they give a lot, maybe too much to other people, and that's burnt them out before. Yeah, I think they don't let people get too deep with them. I think they, on the surface, seem very lovely, caring, charismatic, and stuff, but it feels like you can't like dive deeper with them with a lot of topics. Like I feel like they circumvent them or things like that. I think they're lonely. I think they're very lonely, and I think they want more. Like even the Elk is like a wintry like animal, right? Like, but then with all this fire here, like they have a lot of passion. Like it looks very fiery. I think sometimes they get too caught up in the practicalities of life that they forget to, live a little. I think they really, really want that deep love, that true love, but they're scared of making it so that they seem like desperate or weak because they want love. Like, I think part of them is just like, no, if I want love, that means that I am, like, I don't know, like weak or desperate or 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 weird or whatever. But like, no, everybody needs love and everybody wants love, and there's nothing wrong with wanting love, you know? And I think your person right now is hoping that whoever comes through, they're gonna be like basically perfect, and like they have almost like a mental checklist of like how people are supposed to treat them and stuff. But like, people aren't lists, and I think your person needs to realize like the more that they push people away, the less likely they are to obtain the love that they want. I think they have very high expectations of like what love is supposed to look like. And I think that's why like we have really small numbers here, because I feel like they're very naive about a lot of connections or love, how love is supposed to be like. I think if someone does one thing wrong, it's almost like, this is wrong for me, like I have better standards than this, blah blah blah. Like, I think they see, yeah, I think they see almost like communication as like a weakness. Like, they're just like, oh, this person's just supposed to understand me and get me right away, but like, and like be devoted to me and stuff like right away, but like, they're not letting a lot of people in. They only like let people in surface level, and like, I think they're very scared to be vulnerable. I think they're very scared to like open up to people, and I think they see this as a strength rather than a weakness. That their vulnerability would be some sort of like telling on them that they are a weak person, that they're not independent enough, that they're not able to like get that point. And I think maybe like that comes from their home life, where they're just like, they're not allowed to like depend on a lot of people, and they have to be like secure, or the breadwinner, or the you know, like, not, don't cry, like, don't show emotions. Like, I feel like they've shoved that really deep, but I think they're really, really lonely, and they really, really want that deep love. But like, it's they're not really reasonable about it, or they're not really I think they're very fantastic about the ideas that they have. That's kind of what I'm getting with your person. Wait, you had the lapis lazuli, right? No, you had, what stone did you have? Oh, you had this one, the green one. Interesting. I don't know why, but like, I was like, I need to remember which gem that y'all got. I think this person maybe likes the outdoors, or they like sporty things, or or maybe they need to go outside more. Maybe they're like a very person who stays indoor all the time, and I think Spirit's telling them to be like, touch grass. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to put these on the side now and then get your tarot cards. I don't know how to, because these are extra cards. Okay, sure. Oh, but I don't want to block that card. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna get your tarot cards. I want to get like, if you decide to wait or stay with this person, what will kind of like be the outcome of that, and then if you decide to leave or move on, what will be the outcome of that, and then you can decide whether or not you want to stay or leave, or if you should stay or leave. Okay. Okay, that was a weird shuffle. I think part of you was ready to leave, but then something kept you staying. Because like, the cards, I wanted to like separate them, but then they were like stuck together. So I think you're finding it very hard to leave your person already. Yeah, okay. Okay, if you stay, what will this connection look like? If Pawan stays with this connection, what will happen? What will it look like? Okay, we have the Ten of Wands. If Pawan stays, okay, that's too many. Pawan stays, what will this connection look like? Pawan stays, what will happen? Pawan stays. Pawan stays, what will this connection look like? Pawan stays. If Pawan stays. Balance days. Balance days. What will this connection look like? Okay. We have the moon, and then we have the page of coins. Balance days. Okay. And we have the page of cups. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Okay. And then we have 10 of cups and justice. Okay. I think if you do decide to stay, it is going to be a lot of work. And so with the 10 of wands and the moon's coming out, I feel like it's going to be a lot of burdens on you. And it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be tough. I think this is an iris flower. Anyways, I think it will be a lot of work, and it will feel like you have to be the person that's almost doing most of the work in this connection, or the person that almost has to like prove themselves to this person. And at times it's gonna like lose its kind of like flirty, playful energy, and it's gonna feel so almost like a chore sometimes. I think there's a lot of things that this person needs to realize that is not reality in relationships. I think they're very idealistic about how relationships are supposed to go, and if they decide not to be vulnerable, then relationships can't work, you know? And I think you're really frustrated because you're really trying to get this person to come out of their shell, and really trying to get this person to like tell you how they feel, and be upfront and honest about things, but you know deep down that this person is very like, I don't know, I want to say like childlike, or very naive, or very like almost like a kid, because like this page of coins, like the story behind this page of coins is like this page, like she gave so much for the village and stuff like that, but they really took advantage of her. And I think that's because she was very gullible, but then she ended up with a life that was away from them, away from humans, and kind and fair. And also again, like with these like moose, deer, elk like creatures, maybe those creatures, maybe your person likes hunting, or maybe your person likes the wilderness of some sort, outdoors, I don't know. But again, like with this elk looking creatures here, those animals can be significant to y'all some way. I think if you do decide to stay, you can get like the wish that you want and like the justice you deserve in this connection, but it's only going to be happening after you go through quite a bit of hardships with this person, or feel like you're pulling teeth with this person, honestly. I think it'll take a while for your person to open up and actually tell you how they're feeling, but like I think it's a lot deeper than they're telling you, and I think you know this. I think you know that they're not telling you everything that they're feeling about you, and they're trying to keep it chill, trying to keep it down low, trying to be like not vulnerable with you. And I think with the justice here, I think that they might have like really, really high standards about like how relationships are supposed to go, and like if you do kind of like one thing wrong, they're kind of gonna like almost come for you, you know what I mean? They're like, why did you do this, or whatever, and maybe kind of criticize you for it, but like I feel like your person has genuinely deep feelings for you, but they're scared of being vulnerable with people in general. I think they're not used to being vulnerable, and I don't think they really know how to be vulnerable with people. I think they also have a lot of burdens, and I think that with you, it will almost feel like you are carrying this relationship. I think you have to constantly ask them, like, how are you feeling? What are you thinking about this? Things like that. It feels like to me that you aren't in a relationship with this person quite yet, or if you are, it's almost like at this point of like stagnancy, and you're kind of like wondering like, does this person even love me anymore, or does this person ever, like, did they ever love me? I feel like part of you feels like you've been taken advantage of. I think part of you feels like there's no more like fun, flirty energy in this connection. And like you're going through kind of like a winter, like it's kind of cold. But like maybe y'all already have a family together, and maybe that's why it's like so hard for you to leave, because maybe you have kids or something like that. Or you have like a home together or something. And I think there are times where it's so sweet and genuine and you're just like, wow, this is great. But you're like questioning whether or not you're like disillusioning yourself, or like if you are, or picking up on this person's energy when, or if you're like you think you're picking up on this person's energy and you're like, wait, is that in my head? Am I making this up? I don't think you're making it up. I think they just don't know how to be vulnerable. I think, I don't know, like military vibes, or yeah, hunting, maybe, I don't know. Or they could be like the type of person that just like staying indoors. But I don't know. I'm getting a lot of outdoorsy feels. Yeah, I think it could be good, if you decide to stay. But I think you might need to be prepared for like the long haul kind of thing, or you might need to be prepared to, I don't know, like feel like, I feel like you might be questioning yourself a lot if you stay. And I think you are at that point where you're still staying, and you are constantly being like questioning yourself, doubting yourself. There's almost like a low level of anxiety underneath it. But like, yeah, you know, like it can be good. And like with the iris flower, whenever the iris comes up, I don't know, like I feel like this is an iris flower, but like I felt really drawn to like this flower, and I'm like usually never drawn to the flower in this card. And irises talk about communication, like insight, and being what's intuitive about this. And even the moon is talking about intuition. So I think it could be good. And I think the spirit would, like, the universe will always have your back. The universe will always like love you and want the best for you. So if you decide to stay, like, they will try to make sure that you are as happy and secure as possible. But I think this person it's gonna take a while for this person to open up, and I feel like it's already, like, it feels like you've known your person for a while already. Or if this is a newer connection, like, it's at least been a few months where you're just like, okay, like, when will this person open up to me, you know? They seem different, you know? They seem different. They seemed like a catch, you know? Like, they seemed like the type of person that would be in there for the long haul, but like it's almost like they pulled back all of a sudden, and you're just like wondering, like where did that person go? Where was that person, that playful person? Maybe they were vulnerable with you in the beginning, and they felt like they kind of got the ick, if that makes sense. They're like, oh my god, like that was so much, like what, that this person hates me now or something. But yeah, that won't happen if you stay. I think you're gonna have to be very, very clear with your communication. In terms of signs, the moon is Pisces, and then we have some cups energy, which would be water signs. That would be Pisces, Cancer, and what is Scorpio. Justice is Libra, and then we have Coin and Wands as fire and Earth. But yeah, those are a lot of water signs, some earth, but yeah, Pisces and Libra. So you can take those as confirmation. If you don't have that sign, or your person doesn't have that sign, it's just there for people who need the extra confirmation. So this is what happens when you stay. You could potentially have that very sweet, loving, romantic life, but you're gonna have to like get through illusions, get through miscommunications, almost be like carry this relationship for a little bit until it starts to feel like this person can be vulnerable with you. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. So I'm gonna ask, what if you decide to leave, what will your life look like? What will this connection look like? But yeah. That felt like an easier shuffle, not gonna lie. Whoa. If pile 1 decides to leave. Okay. Six of Coins, and then this is the King of Cups in reverse. If part one decides to leave this connection, what will happen? Star in reverse. Okay, you're gonna be quite heartbroken. I think this person meant a lot to you, but I think you're still gonna stay kind. If part one decides to leave this connection. Four of Cups. Okay, I feel like you're just like, oh my god, am I going to be missing out on something that could have been potentially great or something like that? And then we have King of Swords and Two of Swords. Okay. And the back of the, I didn't do the back of the energy deck the last time. Okay. If you decide to leave, I think you're going to be quite heartbroken. I think it's going to be, yeah, I feel like you're going to be really heartbroken, and you're going to always wonder, like, did I make the right choice? Did I leave too soon? Did I miss out on something? Like, because like this like King of Cups is like looking at this beautiful pearl or whatever, and I think in reverse is making you feel like, oh my god, did I lose like this pearl? Did I lose this gem? Did I lose someone that's amazing? And even here, this person is like looking at all these fake golden nightingale cups, but there's this one really, really amazing cup in the background, and they're just not noticing them. And you're just like, am I missing out on something? And I think you're gonna have, like, you're really trying to distract yourself from this connection if you decide to move on. I think you're gonna have, like, I think part of you is always gonna be wishing like, oh, I should have stayed. And I think part of you is like, did I make the right choice? If you decide to leave, it will feel like, because this is a very, oh my god, justice again. I think the universe is telling you, like, whichever one you decide to choose, you are going to get your justice. You're going to get everything you wish for, you deserve, that you, yeah, you're going to get the love that you deserve. And it sucks now, but like, if you decide to leave, you'll get the love you deserve. If you decide to stay, it could be very good. And yeah, this is a person who is stuck in their own anxiety. Like, they can take this hood off and just leave, but you're gonna go through, you're gonna be in your head a lot, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, did I lose my wish? Like, they seem so great, and did I lose someone amazing? And I think also part of you is going to be like, no, I knew my self-worth and I need to move on. But that doesn't mean it's going to suck less, you know? I think part of you is always going to wonder, like, oh, what if I stayed? What would happen? And I think you have to always, I think you need to be kind to yourself. I think you need to practice some self-care. If you decide to stay or leave, like, you need to practice self-care, and self-compassion, because I think you're used to putting other people first. And I think like when I was feeling that young energy, like, you're used to taking care of people, and maybe that's why your person isn't opening up, because like they're like, oh, this person will take care of me, if that makes sense. I think you will like throw yourself into your work, or like you might do some sort of like charity work, or you work with like other people a lot. Like, you seem like you are in a workplace that takes a lot out of you energetically. Like, so maybe like a teacher or a nurse or a doctor, or some sort of like public and with vulnerable people, is what I'm getting. And yeah, I think it will suck. And it's gonna feel, I think you're gonna constantly be thinking, like, did I let go of something great? And if you're at that point in your life where like the decision you're making is still like, I think like either choice you're making, you're just like, if you stay, you're gonna be like, okay, should I leave? And you're gonna constantly like be doubting yourself and being like, should I leave? Is this even worth it? Like, blah, blah, blah. And then if you decide to leave, it's gonna be like, should I have stayed? Like, I think you're always gonna be constantly doubting yourself. And I think that I think you need to be like really, really upfront and vulnerable yourself. And I think that's really scary, to be vulnerable, especially when the person sometimes doesn't give you much. Know that you you or your person, when you're being vulnerable, that's not an indication of weakness. That is an indication of strength. It takes a lot to be vulnerable. I think you're further along in your vulnerability journey. Like, I think you're okay being more vulnerable than your person is. But I think your person also needs to learn how to be vulnerable for you to feel secure in this relationship, for you to feel like this is going somewhere. And like it's worth your time. And even if you stay with this person for months on end or years on end and it doesn't work out, that is okay, because that's not a waste of time for you either. Like, that will have been a learning opportunity for you, learning journey for you, and understanding like what you want in a relationship, what you don't like in a relationship, and that's okay. Some people are here for a season and some people are here for longer than that. And that's okay. And if you decide to leave, I don't think you should be feeling guilty or constantly thinking like, oh, did I miss out on something great? Because you're gonna get what you deserve in the end. You're gonna get that love that you deserve, that you want in the end. Like your justice will be served for you. And even in the previous one, if you decide to stay, justice will be served for you. And like you're gonna get what you want basically, because you deserve it. I think with this King of Swords here, I think you're gonna become better at communication if you decide to leave as well. Because I think you had to be, if you decide to leave, you had to be better with communication with this person. Because I feel like the only reason you would leave is if they literally tell you, I am done, I don't want anymore. But you don't want to be the person to kind of like make that decision or that choice, is what I'm getting. But you are kind of at that point where you're just like, I don't even think my person is going to make a decision. I think they're waiting for me to make that decision, is what I'm getting. So I know that wasn't really very clear if you stayed or leave and which one looked like the better option. I think it's more so about, having self-compassion, and understanding like maybe you also need to understand that relationships aren't so black and white. Relationships aren't so like a checklist or things need to be this way or that way or whatever. Or like, yeah, I think maybe, I don't know, do you read a lot of books? Like a lot of YA books? And you were hoping for a relationship that's like perfect, solid, and like amazing right away. But then your person wasn't being because like a lot of YA books have a lot of characters that are very much like this, where they have their defenses way up, but then deep inside, that they feel something different. But those guys in YA books who are like this are bad at communication, are bad at telling people how they feel, are actually like not in very healthy relationships because they don't have a healthy relationship with themselves, and their vulnerability and their emotions. Like they don't have, like they seem like they're emotionally mature, but they're not. They're literally like children. And that's why I feel like I was being drawn to these young numbers or small numbers. Yeah, I think maybe your person's a little immature. And you are further along in your journey. Like you seem very generous and very kind. And yeah, also in terms of sign, this is Aquarius. We have a lot of sword energy. Well, not a lot. There's three swords energy. That would be Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. We also have some coin, some cup, and 2 cups, and then 1 coin. So that's water and this earth. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm getting. I want to grab some channeled love messages. So maybe this is like what your person's feeling about you and they're just not telling you. Things like that. And then I want to get some advice for you, pile 1. Okay. What is pile 1? Oh, give me time. And then I want to be there for you, but for my own health, I can't. Yeah, I think your person needs to learn how to become vulnerable. And I think your person, yeah, is a person that pushes a lot away, doesn't let people in. And I think they have to understand that their mental health is also important. Okay. Oh, here. I want to spoil you, and it's up to you. See, that's what I was saying. I feel like you wanted it to be up to them to make that choice and decision, so you didn't But yeah, I think they're leaving the choice to you. They're like, it's up to you whether or not you want to stay or go. And I think either way, either option you decide, you are gonna get what you need. I think either option is gonna be difficult for you, but in different ways. Because I think you're always gonna constantly think about the other option. Like if you stay, you're like, oh, should I leave? And if you decide to leave, you're like, should I have stayed? Yeah, and I think you have a lot of anxiety, and like also I was also very drawn, like during your reading I was very drawn to the amethyst, and this is usually about removing anxieties. So I think you have a lot of anxiety. You seem like an anxious person, and maybe your person has like an avoidant attachment style, and you have like and you need a lot more reassurance, and they just don't give it to you. But I think they do want to spoil you. I think they have kind of sometimes a traditional view of relationships, but I think they're very naive about how relationships are like in reality. Okay. You're intoxicating. I like you. Yeah. I think that's just confirming to you. And you didn't understand my boundaries. Yeah, I think this person had a lot of high standards, if that makes sense. And they kind of criticized you for if you didn't meet them somehow. I know, I think they really like you, but they're kind of like leaving all of the emotional burden up to you, which sucks. So I think, yeah, I think either option that you choose, is okay. You're gonna be okay. Yeah, and there's no time wasted. There's no time wasted in whatever decision you decide. And yeah, I want you to know it's gonna be okay, regardless of what choice you make. And even if you like get into your head and you're like, okay, I should have picked the other option, it's okay. Like you made the right option for you at the time. And it's okay. I want to tell you, like, I really want to like reassure you, like, it's okay. Whichever option you decide, you're going to be okay. And yeah, okay, I want to get some advice for you. Pile 1. Pile 1. Advice for pile 1, please. That's too many. Oh, I want to take courage. Okay. And then we have confidence. Okay. Yeah, you seem like an anxious person, and that's okay. So courage. No one is fearless, no one. But even though I'm not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts and quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. So maybe you have been trying to like keep it chill or be that perfect person for your person because they seem to have like really high standards about what they want in a relationship. And I think this is advice for you that you can be yourself. It takes a lot to be yourself. And I know because your person isn't very vulnerable, being vulnerable yourself is really, really scary. But even if it's scary, like being yourself is so worth it in the end because it will help this person open up and also make you feel better. Because you're going to know that whatever decision you decided to make, you were authentic and completely yourself and courageous about it. Yeah, so I think part of it is very much like having the self-compassion and self-love to know that whatever choice you make, it is going to be okay. And it could be scary and you might want to hide at times, and that's okay. But yeah, I wanted to say something else, but I forgot what I wanted to say. Yeah, anyways. And then confidence, very similar. Confidence. In this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with pride and of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on a refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbors and say, look at that. Can you believe that? What an aid that plus that is? Yes. Yeah, again, with that self-compassion and self-love. I was going to say something else, like, because it came back to me, but I forgot again. What was I going to say? Yeah, I think you're cute, pile 1. And I think you deserve to feel content in your own state. Oh, maybe maybe, okay, maybe you need a lot of reassurance and validation from other people. And I think part of the advice that you're getting is learning to give that validation to yourself. And so like if you say like, oh my God, I think I feel like this person's anxiety, or I feel this person's sadness, or I feel this person's anger, or I feel this person's like other emotions, and then you like kind of gaslight yourself into thinking like, no, that's in my head, blah, blah, blah. Like, I think part of it is being kind to yourself. Or like if you have a stray thought like, oh my God, maybe I should try, I don't know, like baking school or something. And then another part of your brain is like, no, don't do that. That's stupid. Like, you're not supposed to do that, blah, blah, blah. Don't talk to yourself like that, you know? I think talk to yourself with kindness, and it's okay. Yeah, I think the only way that you're gonna feel like you've made the right choice is when you learn self-compassion. And that doesn't mean that you have to be a perfect person. No, that's the very opposite of it. It means loving yourself for all the mistakes that you make and all the wrongs that you do, whatever that means. And it's okay. Like, I really want to tell you it's okay. You're very likable. You don't have to worry about people liking you. And if this person doesn't like you, or what they do, if you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that is okay. I think you have a lot of anxiety, and maybe you're used to people pleasing, or used to like putting your own emotions away to serve other people, but that's doing a disservice to you and those other people. When you're not yourself, like, you want people to take you as you are, you know what I mean? And that means like loving you for you, because those are going to be the people that are going to stay with you for a long time. I think you're really trying to keep it chill with this person, and you know that this person's a great person, but like, you're just frustrated because you want more from this person and they're not giving it to you, and that's okay. You can want more, and you can communicate that you want more, and they can decide whether or not they want that, to accept that or not, you know, and that's okay. I really want to tell you, it's okay. You're okay. You're good. You're gonna get everything you want, because you deserve it. You deserve love, kindness, happiness, and you deserve to give that to yourself too. Yeah, Pile One. I want to give you a hug, Pile One. I know you're feeling really anxious, and this I feel like this decision has been stressing you out. But yeah, I really want to impress on you. You will be okay. You will be okay. Yeah. Thank you, Pile One. If that resonated, please leave a like. And if you would like to tell me your specific context, I love to like hear that in the comments. You can tell me a comment, tell me what resonated, what didn't, or yeah, like what's going on. I would love to know. And if you would like more readings done by me, you can press the subscribe and you'll get notified for when I post a new video. But if that's everything, thank you, Pile One. Bye. Hi there, Pile Two. You picked the Ostera Tarot and the Lapis Lazuli point. Yeah. So before I get into your tarot cards, I do want to get a vibe check of your person. So I pulled some oracle cards for you to check the vibe of your person. And then if it sounds like your person, this is probably your pile. If it doesn't sound like your person, you might want to pick a different pile to see which one resonates better. Yeah. So we're going to get into some of the oracle cards first, and then see what your person is like. And then we're going to ask, if you stay, if you leave, what will happen? And if you stay, what will happen in the connection or your life? And then we're going to get some channeled love messages, and then we're going to get some advice for you, Pile Two. So we're getting the Phoenix. Oh, I have it upside down. The Phoenix. And we're getting Dandelion, figure 6, Dandelion, wishing, resourceful, free-spirited, growth, youth, happiness. Okay. Moderation. Ooh. And then the Emperor. Oh, wow. I think your person is a catch. And I think you know your person is a catch. I feel like they might be the type of person that gets a lot of people after them. So the Phoenix card is a spirit card, and it's associated with the root chakra. And I'm really called to like these hummingbirds here, and then how like almost like relaxed this person looks. This person is just like chilling. They're just like letting them flow and come to them. I think they're used to people coming towards them in relationships. You could be childhood friends with your person, or have known your person for a while, or feel like you have a deeper connection or soul connection with them. Because with figure 6, that always makes me think of the Six of Cups. And then with dandelions, that also makes me think of childhood. So maybe y'all have known each other for a long time. I think your person is very like free-spirited. They like going with the flow. They're very like happy staying in their own lane. They feel very self-assured. They feel very confident. They feel very like they have a lot of friends. They have a lot of people in their life, and I think, yeah, they just seem like a very popular person, I guess. I think they're very kind as well. I think they can be, yeah, they can be very, very kind. They can be very passionate. I think they are very much like an emperor in the sense that they know how to stand in their own lane. They know how to be fair and kind, but also not take crap from other people. I think your person can be quite intimidating to other people because of how self-assured they seem. And I say seem because maybe inside, I don't know how they feel like on the inside. They might be a little insecure, things like that. I think they're used to being like, yeah, like if people leave them, they have this attitude where it's just like, well, that is what it is. It is what it is. It's okay. And I think maybe that's a little frustrating to you because you're just like, give me more. Like, I want to know more. Like, did this actually hurt you? Is this something that you're frustrated about? Like, I want to know. I think it is genuine. Like, when they say it's okay, I think it's genuinely because they feel like it's okay. Even if it might hurt on the inside, they're not going to be mad at other people for deciding different things in their life, you know? I think your person is quite content being in their own lane. And I think they're also, they're very independent, very self-assured. I think they have a lot of fun with a lot of people too. Like, they have quite a big friend group. They like dandelions like spread across really, really easily. So they might have a lot of friends. And dandelions are quite resilient too. So like friendships that like stand the test of time, even though it feels like maybe they only meet with their friends sometimes like once or twice a week, or no, once or twice like every year or something, but it still feels like pretty solid. Because dandelions, like, they're weeds. Like, weeds stay a while, right? And even if you can pull them up quite easily, like, they'll still spread quite easily. And so like, it feels like whenever you talk to this person, if you don't talk to them for long stretches of times, it feels like nothing has changed kind of thing. Like, it feels like you can go back to talking to them the way that you did before. I think I think a lot of people like talking to them. And with the lapis lazuli, that always makes me think of, like, a blue stone always makes me think of the throat chakra. So I feel like they're quite good with their voice. They might be some sort of public speaker or some sort of like place where they have a platform to talk to a lot of people. So yeah, that could be something like a celebrity or famous or something like that, or it could be something like a teacher, or they just feel like they have a lot of people looking up to them and a lot of people who take their advice, is what I'm getting. I think they're some sort of leader in some aspect. Like, they get a lot of people like look up to them. And I think they're quite a vibrant person. They're quite a fiery, passionate person. And also, yeah, phoenixes always make me think of fire signs, so that'd be Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. And then the Emperor is associated with Aries. I don't know. Whenever I think of dandelions, it makes me think of, like, figure 6 makes me think of the Six of Cups, and then dandelions make me think of air signs. And then root chakra always makes me think of earth signs. So I feel like your person is quite a balanced person. Hummingbirds could be significant to y'all in some aspect. Maybe y'all have like a little hummingbird feeder in your backyard or something, or when you were kids, you enjoyed hummingbirds. Maybe your favorite animal is hummingbirds, or their favorite animal is hummingbirds. Anyways, I think they're the type of person who seems very independent and very happy, content staying in their own lane. Very independent. Lots of people look up to them. They're quite likable and charming and charismatic, but like not in a way that feels fake. Like, if people don't like them, they're okay with that. If people like them, they're okay with that too. And I think that's a little frustrating because you're like, okay, what do you like? What do you not like? And they feel very like, yeah. I think they can be quite a passionate and fiery person. And y'all could have a physically intimate connection. But yeah, I think, yeah, your person seems like the person who's content living their own life kind of thing. But Yeah, I'll put those to the side. Okay. Okay, we'll do that. Pilot? Like wings. Wings? Wings. I don't know. Some sort of bird thing. Pilot. I don't know. Is what I wanted to say just there, but yeah, I think a lot of people rely on them is what it is. Like, so like a pilot, a lot of people would rely on them to fly them safely places. And like an emperor is like a leader, you know? So anyways, okay. So we're going to get into your tarot cards now. This is Austera Tarot. And then, yeah. So we're going to ask first, if you stay in this connection, if you decide to stay or wait for this person, what will happen? So yeah. So if Pile 2 decides to stay, what will happen in this connection? Okay. Pile 2 decides to stay, what will happen? That's 2 cards. We have the Devil reversed, and we also have the Sun reversed. Okay. Okay. If Pile 2 decides to stay, 2 of Swords. Okay. In reverse, we have the 7, oh, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, yeah, 7 of coins. Okay. Okay, yeah. The Empress in reverse. Oh, a lot of reversals. Okay, I think it's gonna be something you're not expecting, but it doesn't feel like a bad thing. It feels kind of nice. I think this relationship is going to go in a way that you are not expecting it to go to if you decide to stay. Okay, 2 extra cards. And then we have the Page of, what is this? Cups in reverse. And then, oh my gosh. And then we have the 3 of Coins in reverse. Okay, honestly, I feel like if y'all were in a physically intimate connection, okay, in the back of the deck, we have 2 of what is this? Coins in reverse. Wow, you have a lot of reversals. Okay. Yeah, and I think part of that is just because like it is going to be different than you expect it to be. What was I saying? I think honestly, I think the fruits of your labor is going to come to fruition is what I'm getting. But I am getting like if y'all were in a physically intimate connection like that part feels like it's gonna kind of die down or be less prominent in your relationship. I feel like you are going to feel like either this is going to feel like you feel like you've made the right choice and you're like, okay, I feel content, or it will feel like off-putting or off-balanced. Because even the 2 of coins here in reverse, it will feel maybe off-balanced. I think if there were any third-party situations, that will start to not be a factor in y'all's relationship. But I also feel like a lot of the flirtier aspects or the more intimate, physically intimate stuff of your relationship is going to take a back seat and be more so like working towards something. I feel like if you decide to stay, it won't be quite in a relationship quite yet. It feels like y'all will be working towards a relationship, and that will be the understanding, like both of you will understand like you're both working towards wanting some sort of commitment or long-term commitment. I think whenever this Devil card comes out, it reminds me of Mothman. And Mothman, like the cryptid, whenever you think of that, whenever I think of that, I think about like a future teller. And I think with it in reverse, you are not going to know what's going to happen. I feel like it's going to be surprising to you. And I think, yeah, I think it's going to be a little surprising. I think because the Sun also is a very reckless energy, but then also like with this person really, really guarded, like, because usually the Sun card in like, in traditional tarot, the Rider-Waite one, they look very naked. There's a child on a horseback, very naked, very, very playful, very risky. And then this person seems armored. And then with it in reverse, I feel like it's going to be less risky, but more vulnerable, if that makes sense. I think it's going to be like, yeah, very different from what you're expecting. And I'm not sure what you're expecting to tell you what that different thing is. But I think it's going to be a little off-putting, feeling a little off balance, feeling a little, yeah, a little weird. And then also with like these 3 of coins like in reverse, like the fact that it's like this way, the triangle, it feels like almost like a teeter-totter. And I think there are days where it will feel great and amazing, and days where it feels like, whoa, what is happening right now? This feels, whoa, I'm just getting the vibe of this is gonna be, it's gonna feel different. With this Empress in reverse, yeah, I think there are times where you're gonna feel like, what is going on? Like, you don't feel sometimes like in your power, and I think part of that is because y'all are deciding to be very emotionally vulnerable with each other. Yeah, I think y'all are actually going to talk a lot about your feelings and things. The Sun is, I always think of it as like a Leo card. I think though the Leo card is strength, but this always makes me think of Leo whenever I think of the Sun. Empress always makes me think of Virgo. Though that might be my bias because I'm a Virgo. And the Devil is Capricorn. So that's Earth, Earth, Earth. Lots of Earth energy here. Lots of Earth energy here. So that would be Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. There's a little bit of Cups. Yeah, a little bit of Cups. So maybe y'all are working towards a more like practically stable connection. Maybe like you're deciding to move in together, or taking your connection to the next level kind of thing. I'm really getting the vibe of something unexpected. What is this? 3 of, why is everything in reverse here for y'all? 3 of, is this Cups? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like it is probably moving in the direction you want it to, but also in a way that you were not expecting it to go, if that makes sense. I don't know if you will end up in a relationship anytime soon. Or maybe y'all are already in a relationship and you want that next level of commitment. I don't know, there's something, it doesn't feel bad, but there's something off-putting. I think this person is going to turn your world upside down a little bit. Yeah, maybe like starting to introduce this person into your life is starting to like flip things on its head, and you're just like, whoa, I was not expecting this aspect of them, or I was not expecting this the way that this meshed in our life together. Something like that. Like it feels like it's progressing, but also in a way you are not expecting. So I'm not sure what you're expecting, but it's different than what you're expecting, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm feeling, yeah, it feels kind of playful, but also like held back, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm almost feeling like there's still that playful vibe, but you're like both holding back about something. Maybe this is not the right time in your lives to like actually be starting anything, but y'all still want each other in your lives or something like that. Yeah, maybe this person has a lot of burdens because they are a leader of some sort. Or maybe like you're finishing school and they just completed school or something like that, or they're starting to get a job or something like that. Like y'all feel like in somewhat different life stages, but like close. Yeah, I think you're trying to find that right balance of give and take with this person. And maybe part of you is just like, well, I'm so much more willing to give things than I initially thought. That's interesting. It's an interesting energy to be in, because it feels like things are going to progress in the way that you want, but not in the way you're expecting, is what I'm getting. So that's interesting. I want to get what if you decide to leave, what will be the thing. So I feel like it's a fairly positive energy I'm getting, but I don't think Spirit wants to tell you like what's going to happen. I think they kind of want to surprise you a little bit. But all right. Oh, Tower, see, not in a way you're expecting. Or this, yeah, there could be some sort of big revelation that occurs or something. Yeah, something big happens where it's very, very unexpected. Something very unexpected is happening. I feel like it's a good thing in general, like the way that is happening, but it's going to be unexpected. And I don't know what that unexpected thing will look like or be like. Anyways. Okay. Pile 2. What if pile 2 decides to leave? What will the connection look, or what will their life look like? We're good. The Judgment in reverse. Okay. If pile 2 decides to leave, what will the connection or their life look like? That is too many. And then we have the 5 of, what is this? They don't have the names here. Wands, 5 of Wands in reverse. Oh. Okay. Pile. Okay, the Chariot. That's Cancer. Okay. And then we have the 2 of, what is this? Cups in reverse. Okay. And then we have the 4 of Swords upright. Okay. And then we have 3 of Cups. No, that's not 3. Yeah, 3. No, that's 4 of Cups in reverse. And then, yeah. And then back of the deck, we have 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of Swords. What? 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. Even the last pile had this as their overall arching back of the deck energy. Okay. I feel like if you decide to leave, you are not going to be rushing into any relationship anytime soon. I think you're going to be rushing forward in your life. And I think taking a rest from relationships, taking a break from relationships, and really learning how to discern what is right for you, what's wrong for you. And I think like with this card here, this is like a falcon or whatever, but they're still trapped in like this weird anxiety here, like, but they can fly away, right? But I think you are ready to leave your anxieties behind is what I'm getting, because this Phoenix, even though their eyes are closed, I don't know, I'm getting the vibe because of the Chariot here that you're ready. You're if you decide to leave, you were ready to just move on. And I know, like, I think you're gonna be like, that sucks, but it's a choice I made, and I'm gonna be okay with it. Is what I'm getting. I think, yeah, I think you wished for something happy and substantial with this person, and you wanted that 2 of Cups. You wanted that love. You wanted that, yeah, that love with this person. I think you're gonna be in a bit of your feels, because we have this. This is a water sign. This is also water. This is also water. We also have a lot of Swords. You're gonna be in your head. You're gonna be in your feels a little bit. I don't think you're gonna try to fight the decision you made, kind of thing. Like, I think if you decide to move on, it's like at that point where you're just like, I'm done. I'm not gonna fight this anymore. I'm not gonna fight for you. Like, you're just like, I'm ready to move on with the rest of my life, and I'm gonna leave you in the past. And like, yeah, that hurts and that sucks, but yeah, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna like stay in my own lane and be happy and healthy and take care of myself and like put myself first. Is what I'm getting. I also feel like you're probably gonna, if you decide to leave, you're also gonna look at the friendships in your life. and decide whether or not they're worth keeping as well. I think it's going to be like a whole moment for you. What is that? 9 of coins. Yeah. I think you're starting to build a life that you are going to be very, very happy with. You still have a lot of reversals. So I feel like, again, things are not going to be the way that you expect them to be. And I think the universe is a little playful with you, in the sense that they're just like, either option you choose, it is not going to go the way you expect. And good luck, is what I'm getting. I think the universe is a little, it has a surprise for you in store regardless of which situation you choose. And also, I feel like, I don't know what your person is doing that's making you feel unstable or whatever. Like, it doesn't feel like your person's done anything necessarily bad, but they also haven't really taken action is what I'm getting. And I think that's what's frustrating, because you're like wanting action from your person, and so that's why you're deciding whether or not you should leave or stay. And I think if you decide to leave, you're also going to start to look at the relationships around your life and decide if these are relationships you want to keep or not, and cut them off or not. And because, like, with this five of wands in reverse, it's a very, like, fighting fairly, but then maybe some of the people around you will gossip and kind of be a little sneaky. Because also, like, with these two heads here, I don't know why, but they look like mouths and lips talking, and very far. Like, it's almost like a game of telephone that they're playing. And I think a lot of people will speculate about your relationship because they seem like quite a popular person, and they seem like they have a lot of people looking up to them. And I think a lot of people might speculate or spread gossip or rumors, and that will suck for you. But I think you are going to take the rest and time to heal that you need, and really discern, like, what friendships and stuff are like. I think if you decide to leave, it will start pulling out people in the woodworks that maybe aren't so great for you. And I think even if you decide to stay, like that tower moment that was happening and things like that, maybe people will get jealous of your connection and decide, and maybe be sneaky. I don't know, maybe that, something like that. But I think either way, if you pick to stay or leave, it is not going to be the way that you expect it to be. I think you're going to be thinking you're going one way, and next thing you know, it's going another way. To be honest, I feel like you are going to have to learn this lesson regardless, even if you stay, but it's going to come in a different way. If you stay, I think you could have a very, like, loving, great relationship with this person, but I think you are going to have to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Like, again, I was feeling like your person is some sort of leader. They could be some sort of celebrity or some sort of affluent person that a lot of people look up to and have high standards for. And maybe that's why I was feeling like there was, like, it was good, but there was something like almost like a something that was just underneath the surface that was uncomfortable. And I think that's because, like, you are going to also be kind of put on the spotlight and something like that. That's kind of what I'm getting if you decide to stay or leave. And again, like, whichever option you decide to go for, the universe is so kind and lovely, and they are going to, you know, give you what you need, at the time. I don't know. I feel like you and your person have a lot of fun together. Like, a lot of fun together. Like, I still feel like y'all are still going to be very playful and fun with each other. And I think you still both really value each other as friends, at least. And again, with that dandelions card, like, even if it feels like, even if you don't talk to each other for a long time, like, when you do talk, it's like as if you never stopped talking, is what I'm getting. I think your person is quite charismatic. And I think, yeah, I think y'all have a lot of fun talking to each other. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna get some channeled love messages from your person, to see what they're thinking about you or what they want to tell you, anything hidden that they're not telling you. Okay. What does pile two's person want to say to pile two? Okay. Okay. I tell my friends about you. Okay. So yeah, maybe that's why like yeah, they feel like a lot of people, they have a lot of friends, and maybe they do tell a lot of people like, oh my god, pal two's like this or whatever, and they're so cute, blah blah blah. I think they really like you. Oh my gosh, a whole chunk of my cards just fell on the floor. Maybe they like word vomiting. And then I want to hold you. I want us to have fun. Okay. So whenever these cards come out, this always makes me feel like a very sexually playful thing as well. Here, I don't want you to know how much you affect. And that's what I was saying here with this moderation card. I feel like they seem like the type of person that's just like independent, happy to stay in their own lane, and if people decide to leave them, they're just like, okay, whatever, that's what they wanted to do, like that's their right. And I think they do feel that, but also like I think you do affect them a lot more than they like show you. I'm jealous. Ooh, maybe they're gonna be the ones talking mad. I don't know. I have never felt this way about anyone before. Yeah, I feel like you've gotten a lot under their skin than they were expecting other people to do. Yeah, I think you were kind of unexpected for them. And I think maybe this started off as a physically intimate connection. And then they would just like mention you out of the blue to their friends and like talk about you and things like that. And like if you had other people like going after you, they could have been a little jealous, but they never really showed it. And that's why I think you, like when I was saying like it might be a little frustrating to you because you're just like, how do you really feel? And I think you really want them to like tell you exactly how they feel. And it's not that they've been closed off to you emotionally or bad to you in any way. It just feels like they weren't quite, they seemed a lot more chill about things than you know them that they could be, if that makes sense. That's interesting. That's fun. I think they really like you. I think, yeah, I don't think if y'all are not in a relationship, I think they're a little surprised about how things go. And I think like that's why with like if you decide to stay, like things are just gonna be different than you expect. And I think part of that is gonna be because this person will start really, really opening up to you, or like I don't know, like I think y'all need to communicate better, because you also got the lapis lazuli stone, and that always makes me think of the throat chakra because it's blue, and blue, so that makes me think like y'all are gonna talk a lot better about things. I think honestly I'm getting the feeling of if you decide to stay, things are gonna be different than you're expecting, but I don't want to give you spoilers. And I don't think the universe wants to give you spoilers. So that's if you decide to stay. If you decide to leave, also things are going to be very different from you're expecting. And I think it's going to be, you are going to, stay in your own lane, be very content, learn to see who's real friends, who are not real friends to you, things like that. I think you're gonna figure this out anyways, regardless, but maybe it's gonna happen quicker if you decide to leave. Anyways, I want to get advice. Okay, I'll get this top card here, and then the little things and flexibility. Okay, yeah, okay. The little things. Today I'm thankful for all the little moments that cheer me up or make me feel loved and lucky. Big milestones matter, but it's also the little in between things that remind me of how important family and friends are. I never know where these moments will pop up, but they always seem to know how to find me. Do these little moments have a crush on me? I think your person has a crush on you. Also, yeah, I think your person might be like, I think the advice for you is like, notice when this person does like little things for you that are romantic in gesture and things. I think they kind of are testing the waters or dipping their toes a little with you. And they're seeing like how you react to like if they give you a small trinket, or if they give you if they take you out on a date or decide to take you something like that. And I think part of it is just like noticing noticing the little things about them or noticing the little things that they do for you. I think since a lot of people look up to them, a lot of people just expect things all the time from them, and and anything that they do is not really appreciated. And I think part of it is like seeing your person for who they are. And I don't think, which is weird because like the Phoenix card is a quite a dramatic big card or whatever, and even with the Tower Moon, like I think your person can be dramatic and big in personality, but I think that sometimes they can be, kind of more shy about showing affection or things like that. And even with like this, like they don't want to tell you exactly how much you've affected them. And also like these are kind of like yellowish in tone, which makes me think like it's like a calmer yellow. Like they want to be really, really happy, but they like hold themselves back from things, maybe from disappointment, or they don't ever do extremes in situation, because like even though the Phoenix is here, they can do extremes, but they have an understanding of moderation, and then here, flexibility. I'm easygoing and always ready to follow the flow. When plans change, they often do when blank, that one relative, is around. I'll hop on board right away when someone asks something of me, which is often the case when you-know-who visits. I'll do it without a complaint, and later on, in the quiet of my meditation corner, I'll silently call them a blunt. You can guess what. Yeah, I think this is also like about the other people in your life, that if I don't know, maybe like a lot of people judge this connection that you have with this person, and I think the universe is telling you to be like, okay, just let it go. It's not worth it to try to fight all of these people. And like the people that are gonna stay in your life are gonna be there because they are worth it. Otherwise, just let them go. It's okay. I wanted to say something, but I kind of forgot. I forgot what I wanted to say. But anyways. Oh, also you might want to do some yoga, meditation, exercise, something like that. Oh, also, I remember what I wanted to say. It's if you decide to stay or go or things, I think things are going to be different than you expect. And I think the universe is trying to tell you to be like, okay, you have to go with the flow, because we are going to kind of take you on a journey, kind of drag you places, and you are not going to expect it. I don't know what this unexpected things that are going to happen, regardless if you stay or go. But I think you are going to have to be accepting of what the universe is going to be giving you at that time, because they really want to take you on a journey here. I don't know, maybe to fulfill a bigger life purpose that you're needing, or to see something that you weren't seeing before. Yeah, I think the universe is literally telling you like, okay, you're going to have to hold on. You're going to have to be patient and flexible with us, because you are going to go on our ride with us. So yeah, again, with that, this need of good luck is what I'm getting. Yeah, so if that's everything, pile 2, if that resonated, please leave a like, and you can comment below what your situation is like, or why you're feeling like you need to like leave your person or stay with your person, like this weird deciding factor that's going on. So you can comment that below. I'd love to read that. If you would like more readings done by me, and if you like my readings, you can press the subscribe for other videos, for when I post a new video and get notified for those. But if that's everything, thank you so much, pile 2, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi there, pile 3. You picked the Black Tarot and the Labradorite stone, or at least I think it's a Labradorite. It was in a mystery box thing, and then, yeah. Anyways, yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's Labradorite. And yeah, so before I get into your tarot cards, I do want to get a vibe check of your person. I pulled some oracle cards out for y'all to check the vibe of your person. And if this sounds like your person, this is probably your pile. If it doesn't sound like your person, you might want to pick a different pile to see which one resonates better. Yep. Why am I blanking? I don't know. And then I'm going to ask the tarot cards whether or not, like, what will happen if you decide to stay in the connection and what will happen if you decide to leave the connection. And then we're going to get some channeled love messages as well as advice for you, pile 3. Yeah, so that's everything. I am going to get into your cards now and then we'll start. Okay, so your person is an elephant. And this is fire sign. This is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And yeah, and then I'm getting a little distracted. And then we have figure 29, Sage, which is wisdom, cleansing, and immortality. And we have efficiency. With this deck. And then we have 2 cards that came out. We have the Queen of Wands. Ooh, another fire. And then another Wands. We have, what is this? The 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, yeah. I think your person's quite graceful. I think your person is quite strong and smart, mentally, and they just seem like the type of person that can do so many things at once and not even look like they're struggling, if that makes sense. Like with this card here, this is like basically like some sort of cheetah or leopard, like pulling up this gazelle, and it's a lot of hard work to try to pull this up. But like, I think they look effortless whenever they try things. And with this panther here, lots of fire energy. So yeah, your person could be a fire sign or you could be a fire sign, but like, it's so, like, all this fire is contained kind of like nearest the middle. And then we have like this like greenery on this side that feels so like, yeah, so good. I like, your person feels so intuitive. They feel very fiery, passionate about the things that they care about, and I think they look almost effortless in the way they do things. I think they are quite a calm person, and I think that they know how to problem solve really, really well. I think they have a lot of experience, so they could be a little older than you. They could be 29, for example, or 29 could be your age, or 29 could be like significant to you in some way, or like they 9, 10, 11, 11 could be significant to y'all, like if you notice 11 on the clock, or the number 2 could be significant, like the 2 of y'all together. It honestly kind of feels like you and your person are already in some sort of committed relationship or some sort of relationship. Maybe your person is a little stoic with you sometimes, but I honestly feel like your person is, sometimes you have a hard time reading them because they just seem so elegant, so mature, and so wise. And you're just like, how are they like with me? Or how are they like, are they interested in me even? Like, maybe you're younger than them and you're just like, but if you're, don't be underage and like try to find someone older than you. Like, please don't. That's like grooming. Don't do that. But your person feels like a little older than you. And I feel like they have a lot of burdens, but they carry it well. And they look like, it looks effortless to them. I think a lot of people, with Labradorite here, I feel like a lot of people don't notice your person at first, because like, even when I first saw this, I was like, oh, that's a cool stone. And then I looked at it and I was like, whoa, that is so pretty on the inside. But I think your person is quite charming, but also like so mature, or they feel mature here. Also, they feel like they do things their own way, but it makes sense. Like it's like look at how like this person is so filled with things. Like they don't get nervous about the minutiae of daily life kind of thing. I think they look big picture things, and that's why it looks like it's so elegant and to them, because like this, if someone who doesn't like going outside or whatever and sees like this clump of, like, if this was how their garden looked with like all these leaves and things everywhere, they'd be like, oh my god, I need to fix this. But your person's like, no, there's no need to fix that, because that's the way it's meant to be, or like that's like, it looks beautiful this way. And I think they can see the beauty in a lot of people, and I think they can see the beauty in like things that seem wild or different or things like that, because I think they themselves are reflected in that. Maybe when they were younger, they were very, very wild, but Yeah. Yeah, they feel very wise, they feel very mature, they feel very put together. Um, and like they seem like a little passionate, or like even with this person like holding this like fire close to them. I think maybe they are a lot more intense than people expect them to be, or like if y'all have a physically intimate connection, they could be quite passionate in bed, but not a lot of people expect it from them. I don't think you were expecting it from them either. um I think they show you a lot of love, but they don't show it outwardly sometimes. And maybe they want to keep things like on the down low, but you want something that's out there in the open and things like that. And I think your person is just not the type of person who likes all of that. And I think maybe you're wondering like are they playing me, or are they just like this as a person? Like yeah, you want something more public maybe, but they don't want that. Again, like when I was saying like the fire seems enclosed here, around this like lush greenery, like mostly that one and this one. Yeah, they feel mature. I think they like keeping things secret because in the past when they've like said things about it, like people just say that out. And I think yeah, I think your person just likes to be efficient. So like if they're gonna like announce you to the world kind of thing, they want to make sure that you are gonna be in their life like forever basically, or long term. And I think you feel ready for like a long-term commitment, or maybe you're just like, you know that they want a long-term commitment and you are still like in your, you know, fun thoughty phase. You know what I mean? Maybe you just like, it still feels quite mature. I think your person can be quite fiery though. But yeah, so that's what your person feels like. I'm going to put this here, I guess. I don't wanna. Okay, sure. I don't know. Does that? Yeah, you can barely see all those cards, but I guess they're there. I'm getting distracted a lot in your. I don't know. I feel very distracted in your reading. Pile 3. Maybe they're the type of person that gets really distracted easily. Some sort of like ADHD or something like that. Yeah, I feel very distracted. Okay. Anyways, pile 3. So I'm gonna ask, if you decide to stay in this connection, what will happen? Yeah, what will happen? So if pile 3 decides to stay with this person or wait for this person, what will happen? What will happen if pile 3 decides to stay? What will happen if pile 3 decides to stay? 6 of Wands. Nice. What will happen? Okay, that's too many. If pile 3, too many. If pile 3 decides to stay, what will happen? A lot again. I think things are gonna go fairly quick. If pile 3 decides to stay, and then we have 3 of Cups. Okay. Ooh. And we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is honestly very beautiful energy. And then we have the Knight of Swords and the 3 of Wands upright. Okay, one more card, please. Pile 3 decides to stay. And then we have the 6 of Spheres. Okay. And then the Emperor in reverse. Okay. That's the back of the deck. I think ultimately, like, y'all are gonna have a lot of fun together. I don't think this person would be going anywhere. I don't think you would be going anywhere. I think it's gonna be quite fun and flirty, and you're gonna get victory. The 6 of Wands talk about victory, and then 3 of Cups, I always think of like the party girl vibes or the partying thing. I think y'all are gonna be really great with communication. You're gonna come forward about a lot of your ideologies. Also with this 3 and this 3 like right being on top of each other, I feel like y'all are gonna match each other's energy quite well. I think with this Six of Spheres, Six of Coins in reverse, I think y'all are gonna be a little greedy with each other. I don't think y'all want to share each other. I don't think y'all want to like. I don't think your person's gonna want to share you with other people. And yeah, I don't think you're gonna want to share them with other people. With this Emperor in reverse, this makes me feel like your person, because they already exude this very like Emperor like energy. They feel very established, very mature. With this being in reverse, it makes me feel like y'all are gonna have a lot of fun. You're gonna be goofy with each other. Y'all are gonna be so like, honestly, I'm feeling really, really great vibes from this. I think your person's gonna like really let their guard down with you. And I think they're not gonna, yeah, I think they're gonna be very playful for you. I don't think they're gonna be worried about trying to like keep an image up with you. I don't think they're gonna be worried about like trying to be perceived as an emperor with you. I think they're gonna be okay with being greedy with you, in the sense of like, if they want cuddles, they will ask you for cuddles, and they'll won't be shy or shameful for asking for those things. Yeah, I feel like both of y'all are not going anywhere. You're deciding to, if you decide to stay, you're both going to decide to stay. And you're both going to decide to work on your communication and talk about things. And like, yeah, with this Six of Wands that came up, but like straight away, like victory came up, I was like, yeah, I feel like it's gonna go great. If you decide to stay. I think y'all are gonna like talk well with each other. And yeah, I think y'all are gonna be a little greedy with each other. I don't know if it's gonna get to the point of like something that's a little toxic, like you take too much from each other, but like I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with each other. I don't know if this is gonna go into like a committed relationship, but like it feels like even if it's not a committed relationship, this person doesn't want like a third party situation or anything. Again, with this like Three of Cups here, if you decide like you both want like three, like it's gonna be very balanced. Like you're both going to be deciding the same things. I don't know, maybe one of you is going to get a lot of offers and one of you is going to kind of like not get a lot of offers. Like it's going to be their DMs are going to be kind of like a desert. But I feel like your expectations of how this relationship is going to go, it's going to be the same because it's 3 and 3. I think, yeah, y'all are going to talk about it and like actually decide whether or not it's good. And also with the 3 and 3 plus equals 6. Yeah. Yeah, it feels pretty good. I don't know if y'all are gonna be in a committed relationship, but I think y'all are gonna be on the same page. It still feels quite flirty and fun. So if y'all decide to stay, it might still stay like flirty and fun. And I don't know, like this looks like a bull with the person riding on it, like this Knight of Swords here. It looks like a bull and things like that. So maybe like y'all will go to some sort of like a rodeo or bar or something like that, where like there's a, you know, those cattle things where you can like ride them. Yeah, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with your person, but I still don't know if it's necessarily gonna go towards a committed relationship or like but it feels like I know, like, if y'all decide to have third-party situations, it will be mutual. If you decide not to have third-party situations, it's going to be mutual. I don't think your person wants to let you go. Quite frankly, I don't think they want to let you go at all. I think they enjoy how much you give them and how much, I guess, how greedy they can be with you. And maybe that's why you want to leave, because you're just like, this person takes a lot from me. If you want to leave. Yeah, I want to get what will happen if y'all decide to leave. Okay. If pile 3 decides to leave. If pile 3 decides to leave this connection, what will happen? If pile 3 decides to leave this connection, what will happen? Ooh. If pile 3 decides to leave this connection, what will happen? Pile 3 decides to leave this connection. Okay. Cards are a lot more reluctant to come out. We have the Hierophant. Okay. If pile 3 decides to leave this connection, what will happen? We have the Devil in reverse. Pile 3 decides to leave this connection. That's too many. Pile 3 decides to leave this connection, what will happen? Ooh. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. If pile 3 decides to leave this connection, what will happen? Pile 3 decides to leave this connection, what will happen? We have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and we have the Hermit upright, okay? Wow, lots of major arcana, and also 2 aces. And then we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay. And then in the back of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I feel like you are going to take some time to just, like, not do any relationships for a while if you decide to leave. If you decide to leave, maybe you're going to go pursue some studying. The Hierophant is Taurus. The Devil is Capricorn. So, and then the Hermit is Virgo. Wow, there's a lot of earth signs. I think you're going to focus on getting that coin kind of thing. And also, it's going to feel like you want to start something new, but it's going to feel like a little bit of a hurdle before you start something new. I think it's gonna feel like a while before you feel like you have your footing again. And yeah, and also with this Knight of Cups in reverse, I feel like you're not gonna be accepting any love offers, even if you get a lot. And I think part of that's because, like, you want to, like, stay in your own lane. You want to, like if you decide to leave this person, you're like, I want to focus on my career. I want to, like, things like that. And I feel like you won't quite cut this person off. Like, maybe y'all will still be friends. Or y'all decide, like you both need to, like, work on your things by yourself, and then maybe someday in the future y'all can offer each other love. But that's in the future, not right now, not anytime soon. If you decide to leave. And yeah, with this Devil in reverse, I don't think you're going to want to be in your thoughty phase. I don't think you're going to want to be greedy with people. I think you're going to want to stay kind. But you're not going to, I don't think you're going to give a lot to people right now. I think you're going to focus a lot on yourself. I think if you decide to leave, like, you're going to have some, like, great realizations about yourself and understand, like, what you want in a relationship, what you don't want in a relationship. Yeah, how to live your best life. But I feel like it's going to feel like a hurdle or a while before you start feeling, like, solid again. But I think you're going to throw yourself in your studies or something like that, or your career or some sort of things. Or maybe you're going to get advice from someone. Or maybe you're going to get advice from your pile person. I don't know. Maybe you're going to get advice from someone older who has gone through some sort of situation like this. Also, like, both of these figures standing here, like, in the light, makes me feel like you're gonna have some epiphanies regarding yourself or what you need. And like with this Ace of Swords, when it's upright, it's like the sword is facing down because they've started something. But I feel like with this Ace of Wands upright, it's like, I'm ready. I'm gonna start voyaging, but I don't really know what's happening yet. It's a very unsure thing, but it feels like, yeah, it feels like you're trying to find your footing again. I think this person meant a lot to you in your life, but it seems like y'all didn't want the same things if you decide to leave. Or if you decide to stay, it's still like, you decide, like, you talk about, like, what it is you expect from each other in a relationship. yeah, here it doesn't quite feel like if you leave, you and your person are gonna be like no contact. It feels like y'all are still gonna be some sort of friends or some sort of like not a friends with benefits situation. I think you're gonna cut that part out if you decide to cut that part out. But it's almost like you're still like gonna be kind of weirdly loyal to this person and turn down any love offers. And I think maybe it's because there's still a promise that y'all will be together, or that y'all decide to, like, you're still on the same page. I think y'all are gonna like still be on the same page regardless if you stay or go. I think with this person, with this Hierophant here, like it almost looks like they're carrying a load, or like they're holding their head in their hands. So they're like, ah. I think part of you is just like, what is going on? But I think, yeah, I think you are, like, if you decide to leave, you're just gonna focus on yourself. And you're still gonna be cordial with this person. You're still gonna be quite friendly and nice with this person. And I think they're gonna still be kind and friendly with you. But they'll probably feel left out in the cold from you a little bit, because they can't be greedy with you anymore. They can't be like, yeah, I think you're gonna withdraw quite a bit from this person, and not give them the affection that they're used to, and that they're gonna feel like left out in the cold a little bit. Yeah, even here with this, like, this energy of like, I'm like, well, I'm falling here, or like, this is weird, this is different, I think it's gonna be a little off-putting, but like ultimately, like, yeah, ultimately you're gonna kind of throw yourself into your work and kind of throw yourself into like maybe your studies, maybe your university, and yeah, decide to throw yourself in your work or something like that. Yeah. I think that's all I'm getting for you if you decide to leave or stay. I'm going to get some channeled love messages from your person. So anything they want to tell you, pile 3. What would pile 3's person like to say to pile 3? What would pile 3's person like to say to pile 3? Oh, okay. That was too many cards. What would pile 3's person like to say to pile 3? Okay. I want us to have fun. No matter what you choose, I understand. Yeah. I feel like your person is quite mature. But yeah, I think y'all need to talk about what y'all expect in a relationship. Because whenever this card comes out, I sometimes think of that as just like a flirty fun thing. What would pile 3's person like to say to pile 3? We're bad for each other. Okay, I knew exactly what I was doing, so maybe they hurt you in the past. Please let me go. Whoa, and no. Okay, okay, so maybe you really, really want something further with this person, and they're just not ready for things. Again, like, even if you stayed, it didn't feel like you were quite in a commitment, but you were still on the same page about things. I think it's more about, like, really talking about things. Maybe even if you say you're on the same page with the person, if you decide to stay, you're still going to be hoping for more. And I think, yeah, I think your person is maybe in their thoughty era and they don't want to have anything serious right now. And if this no card comes out, maybe you were thinking of a question and the answer to that is no. I'm not surprised that this came, like, I knew exactly what I was doing. I feel like your person is quite smart, and they know, yeah, they know exactly what they do, the actions that they take, and if they're playing dumb with you, I think they know exactly what they're doing. I think they want to keep things light. I think they want to keep things, yeah, like, even if you, like, I feel like it would be, either way, you're gonna be good. I want to get a little bit more. I can't get you out of my mind. Maybe that's why they think that you're bad for each other, because they know that you want more or something like that. But they're like, I'm going to say my thoughty phase. I can't commit to someone right now, but they can't get you out of their mind. And then everything reminds me of you. Yeah, like, they literally can't get you out of their mind. Yeah, there's just something about you that is just so intoxicating to them. But I feel like they want to stay in their thoughty era or something like that. They're something like that. But I think as long as you, like, communicate, y'all will be on the same page about things. It might not be the outcome you were hoping, but I hope you can forgive me. Okay, so this might have been past energy as well, and this could be the newer energy here. And maybe like they regret letting you go kind of thing, if they decide, or being distant with you. Or maybe if you decide to leave, or maybe you've already decided to leave, and that's why they're feeling left out in the cold, like I was saying earlier. Yeah, maybe they asked you to like end things with them, or maybe like you tried to talk to them about it, and they were just like, no, I just want to stay in my like I want to keep things casual or whatever. And then the moment you're like, okay, cool, no worries, we're on the same page. That's cool. If you don't want to give me that, that's okay. Like I feel like you're still very mature about your communication with each other. And then your person's like, wait, hold on, like why'd they just leave? They just left, and now like everything reminds me, I can't get them out of my mind, things like that. But I feel like as long as you communicate, y'all are gonna be on the same page about everything. Like y'all, I feel like y'all are good at communication, and y'all, but it's like about actually deciding if you like. I think you're at the point where you're just like, I know this person's great, I know this person's mature, and I know this, but I feel like they want something just casual, but I want something more. And then if you talk to them about it, you're scared of them just like letting you go kind of thing. And yeah, I think with this please let me go, I think they're just kind of like, why? Like I don't want to keep you in my mind all the time. Like I want to live my best life too, but they keep thinking about you constantly, and it's like a little frustrating to them because they're just like, okay, like I think the universe is really being like, okay, you better step your game up, otherwise this person's gonna leave you. And they're just like, okay, then let them leave, but then like everything reminds them of you. And then like, yeah, if you decide to leave, I feel like they would really regret it, letting you go. But like if you decide to stay, I don't think it's going to be quite at a committed partnership quite yet. But I think it's about more like communicate with your person exactly how you're feeling about the situation. And I feel like they're going to communicate exactly how they're feeling about the situation. And I feel like y'all are going to be very mature about it. I don't feel like there's any sort of deception or bad things that are happening. I feel like maybe sometimes your person is like greedy with you and they like take your energy a lot, but I feel like y'all are going to be very mature with each other is what I'm getting. I want to get some advice for you, pile 3. Almost dropped my cards there. Okay, advice for pile 3. Okay, I'll get that card. Cheerfulness. Okay. Okay, I'll get these 2 cards too, I guess. Support. Okay. Okay. Here, cheerfulness. I embrace the state of cheerfulness, even on days when I don't wake up feeling that way. Knowing that moods are contagious, especially in closed spaces. I'd rather not cause an outbreak of crankiness and complaints. Instead, I'll strive to be the patient zero of joy and laughter. They might even make a Lifetime movie about me. Yeah, I think, and then here, support. I look at the vast network of support in my life, and I remind myself of what superpowers it gives me. At any moment, I can call on an army of top-notch people who will want the best for me, which means I'm basically invincible. Take that, loneliness. Run for the hills, boredom. I'm sorry. What did you say to me? Pervasive, all-consuming anxiety? Damn right you didn't. Yeah. And I think part of it is very much like go party with your friends. That's what I'm getting. Party and have fun with your friends. Like this if this relationship comes into fruition, it will come into fruition. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I think the universe is trying to remind you to just like go with the flow, enjoy life as it is right now, because you're young and I feel like you're young and you're allowed to have fun. Also here, my own champion. I'm an unabashed, unconditional, shouting through a megaphone champion of myself and my work. If a useless, up to no good critical voice in my head tries to discourage, dissuade, or dismiss me, I politely say thank you for your input, then I much less politely stuff that critical voice into a box. Light that box and find and throw it into the bottomless abyss. I knew that abyss would come in handy one day. Yeah, so honestly, I feel like any opportunities that it takes to like party or whatever, do it. Also, like if you decide to take any opportunities to party, you're probably gonna bump into your person, is what I'm getting. And then maybe I'll end up talking, things will happen. Like I don't wanna give you any false hope or anything. about like how this person's feeling or like what they want from you. But I honestly feel like you're being called to just like enjoy life as it is right now and enjoy your own company and enjoy like your friends. Go have fun. Go have a lot of fun, because this connection will come into fruition if it comes into fruition. Otherwise it won't, and that's okay. I think, yeah, just have fun. Go get some drinks with your friends. If you drink, if you don't drink, that's okay. You can just have like, I don't know, orange juice or something. You know, like have fun with your friends. And it's okay to like be sad about things if they don't work out. That's okay. But I honestly feel like you're also very mature. And like you were hoping for more, but if this person's not going to give you more, that's okay. And you're allowed to be like, I want more. And if this person can't provide that for you, that is okay. Because I feel like if you decide to leave this person, they're going to regret it a lot. I think you were like a source of comfort and joy and love in this, like I don't think they want to tell you like how much your support has meant to them. Yeah, and you're allowed to give that support to yourself. You're allowed to be your own support. You're allowed to love yourself. Okay, you're allowed to do that. I don't know like who needs to hear that, but you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to be greedy with yourself. You're allowed to want that top bottle liquor. You're allowed to want that expensive body bath. Like you're allowed to like luxury. Okay, you're allowed to like want those things. Okay, you're allowed to like love. You're allowed to want love. And if this person can't give you, that is okay. Anyways, I hope that's everything. I hope that resonated. If that did, please leave a like, and comment below your situation, or like why you want to leave or not leave, or what's going on. I would love to hear that. And if you would like to have more readings done by me, please leave a subscribe, because I will notify you for when I post a new video. But if that's everything for you, thank you, Pile 3. I hope you have a good day / night. I hope I see you in the next video. Bye.